Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Jade Reality Reactions. My name is Jade and I'll be giving you recaps, reactions, and commentary on some reality TV shows. If you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that like button, put a comment down below, and interact with me a little bit on the discussion from today. And if you want more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you get all of my new videos when they drop. Enjoy! Hey guys, welcome back to another Looney Tunes recap. Just kidding, but you might as well call it that. Anyways, welcome to another Darcey and Stacey recap. By the way, is it just me or does anyone else get a little giggle at the theme song? I don't know, it just gets me every damn time. Okay, let's get into it. We start this episode with Stacey and Florian stopping at a drink stand with fresh coconuts. They buy their little drinks and of course have to make a scene. Stacey tells Florian to rub a piece of coconut on her, and after rubbing the coconut all over her chest and her neck, they decide to eat that piece of coconut, Lady and the Tramp style. You know, the whole pasta scene, except Stacey and Florian failed at this tremendously and looked like a couple of birds feeding each other instead. The two of them find a seat and start talking about Darcey's little attitude lately. Florian says how he thinks she might be triggered, jealous, and just deep down not happy with herself. Overall, Darcey's attitude is causing a lot of problems, and Stacey believes this will ruin their bond and their relationship. Which kind of sucks. They're supposed to be there for each other. Not only are they family, but they're sisters. I guess that doesn't mean much to a lot of people anymore. Darcey is now shown speaking, and she says that she's still upset about the fight with her sister. She admits that she's been defensive, but she needs Stacey to have more compassion about what's been going on in her life. Darcey rambles on about how she's always been there for Stacey when they were younger. Darcey just wants Stacey to have her back right now and be there for her like she had Stacey's back then. It's time to head on over to Connecticut for Darcey's daughter Aspen, who has a sweet 16 birthday coming up, and Annika, who has prom. Mind you, Stacey and Darcey didn't take the same flight to Connecticut, but they ended up having to Uber in the same car to their house when they got there. I could only imagine how awkward that must have been. You take different flights just to end up sitting right next to each other in the car ride? Okay. Once they settle into their house, they get something to eat and sit at the table. A little side note, their father is sitting at the table at this time, and he asks how their business is going in Miami. So both Darcey and Stacey start listing a bunch of things they're getting into with their company at the same dang time. Personally, my ears would have been ringing right now. Stacey stops and goes, "Can I tell him right now? You always seem to cut me off." Actually, you were cutting each other off, but go ahead, Stacey. Darcey just goes, "We're getting along." Now, whether you two were getting along or not wasn't even the question, Darcey. Am I missing something here or what? Their father tells them that the crap between the two of them needs to stop if they want a successful business. He says they sound unprofessional, and if they can't even communicate, it's not going to work. Finally, an unbiased opinion that is trying to help both of them see the issue here. Their dad basically goes on to say that life is too short for them to be acting this way towards each other. He said he went through a lot when his son died and it was hard on him. He just wants them to see the importance of family and that all they have is each other. The ladies both agree to disagree and put their differences aside. Well, at least for the time being. Later on, Darcey goes out to dinner with her friends. Darcey pretty much feeds them what they want to hear and tell them how glad she is to have gotten rid of Georgi and to be single. Her and her friends cheers to a new beginning, and Darcey stands up and does a little wiggle waggle. Now, during this whole sit down, she does admit that one thing she misses with Georgi is the fact that he was well endowed. Anywho, Annika's prom day arrives and her date is running late. All of her friends gather around and take pictures, and you know that takes a long time. Y'all ever been to prom or like a big special day and all everyone does is take hours and hours of pictures? Well, Annika's prom date missed the photo shoot somehow, and now everyone is leaving to go to prom. So he finally arrives all late and whatnot. They snap a quick photo, put on the boutonniere, and then they take off. Honestly, I'd personally be upset that the boy left my daughter hanging for a while, but they all took it very well and moved on. The ladies are now back in Miami on their way to a meeting for their sporty couture collection. Darcey decides that she was going to melt their poor driver's eardrums and put on their theme song to sing along to. Is it me or do they barely even know their own song? They get to their meeting and Johnny, the store owner who they're having their meeting with, doesn't seem to like their choice of colors for their collection. Now, y'all know, when you think of Miami, you think of bright colors, neons. They brought nudes and black legging samples to this meeting. He says it was very Connecticut and not Miami inspired. Too plain and too basic. He says it just wasn't going to sell in his store and for them to bring more streetwear clothing. So he's giving them another chance and hopefully they don't go and screw up the next opportunity. The next scene, we have Florian and Stacey meet up with a wedding planner to look at what Stacey calls a real venue for their wedding. Stacey finally says they decided not to have a destination wedding and they will just have their wedding in Miami due to her having so much going on with House of 11. I really don't think that's the true reason why they decided to have it in Miami, but I'll roll with whatever she says. After looking at the venue, Stacey and Florian go sit down with the wedding planner and the wedding planner asks about the wedding party. Stacey then tells the wedding planner that her sister Darcey will be the maid of honor, and then it's Florian's turn. Well, he says he's thinking about Georgi. Oh my gosh. Woo! Stacey was not happy with this. She then goes to say that it's just going to cause unneeded drama. If she's this pissed off about the situation, how unhappy is Darcey going to be with this piece of info? Now Stacey feels like she's going to be stuck in some more drama with Darcey that she doesn't want to be in on her wedding day. Florian, of course, is pissed off because Stacey doesn't want Georgi at the wedding as the best man, and then he just walks off. Alright guys, that's the end of my recap. Thank you so much for listening, and hope y'all come back for another Darcey and Stacey recap. Bye!